Hello. This is my first time being live, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I figured I had to start somewhere. So we're gonna start here. Um, Oh my gosh, I have my stream up in the background and it's echoing probably. I do have it up on my phone just to make sure everything looks okay and such. But today we're gonna be shiny hunting Squirtle. This is something I have been trying to do for a while. Those of you who watch on Chicken Dog's channel, he's been also doing a stream where he's been shiny hunting Squirtle and has also had no luck. I'm going to move the counter down a little bit because I must have accidentally pressed the button that I need to, let me see, to get this done. So let me just, and hopefully that works. Yeah, it does. Um, I know my audio is probably not the best right now. Again, it's a huge work in progress with everything. So I'd appreciate any feedback if anyone's out there. And if you're not out there, that's okay too. I have heard that a good way to get viewers is to talk to yourself. So I will be doing that to the best of my ability. I can also hear myself a little bit, but it's it's a little weird to hear yourself, right? So yeah, so I'm going to make sure I have chat pulled up too because I actually don't have that up yet. I really again like don't know what I'm doing. So let me make sure I can get chat up real quickly on my end and hopefully I will be able to do that. And if not, uh I don't know. um so let's see. All right, I see myself. Oh, hey, external. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know if anyone would be here. I didn't like publicize anything. So yeah, I can see your messages now. For whatever reason, I can't see them on OBS. So I don't really know how to bring that up. But yeah, we do all start from somewhere. You can see my cat in the background. I know I've sent you pictures of her before. But yeah, so first time for everything for sure, but we'll get into it. I have notifications on. You do? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm glad the echo isn't a thing. How does the audio sound like generally? Does it like sound okay or is it like muffled or weird or anything? Oh yeah, she's moving back there. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna pull this up on the mic is really good. Awesome! I spent too much money on equipment, so I'm really glad that it's like okay and like functional. I was actually editing my podcast I was actually editing my podcast like before I even set everything up because that's going to be going up like probably in the next couple of days. And then I'm working on a mystery video, which I'm really excited to make. Um, so let me pull this up on my iPad so I can actually monitor. That'd be great. All right. Now I can monitor. Easy peasy lemon tortilla, as someone I know says. All right, we're gonna actually get into this now instead of just me yapping away. Oh, shut my switch off. We're doing great, guys. Looking forward to it. Me too. All right, there we go. It's gonna flash the no signal thing, but that's okay. I do have this on like a special zoom in, so that's why the crop's a little weird. Because when you actually get into the game, unless did it? Oh, are you joking? Did it actually? Hold on. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this is fine. We'll live with it for now. Um, I was working on it with a crop, so we have this for now. But obviously, we're going for the Squirtle, so we'll be doing that. I saw that someone had actually figured out like the RNG method. That was a method back in like the original like Game Boy Advance versions of the games, both in like the Hoenn games and Fire Red and Leaf Green. And they were able to figure it out for this re-release, which is kind of interesting. You know what? I am gonna actually make this smaller because I can't see my box. And I would like to be able to see my box. That might be good if I can see it. Let's see. I'm gonna move things around. Again, this is why it's a test stream. It's a test stream because I get to move stuff around and it not be a gigantic deal. So, okay. Yep. I know I know Maddie used the dead save battery art, yeah, to get a shiny. Yep. Yeah, she knows how it is. Um, yeah. How about let's see that. Um, yeah, so not a shiny, do a soft reset, and if I press this button, it should go up. It might be slight lag, or maybe I have to actually, because it didn't actually go up. So let me one, and hopefully that'll, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I just have to have it up, like, probably in the corner here. All right, we'll keep going. Um, let's see. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. I have the stream up on my iPad again. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. Like, I didn't like publicize this at all. So anyone who is here is just randomly here because they either have notifications on or it popped up at the start of the top of the sub box. Uh, so yeah. Oh, no, no nickname. No. I feel like it's gonna take some time getting used to actually like playing the game with everything. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I wasn't I didn't want to like compete with your stream. I didn't want it to because I know like EJ pops in sometimes and like some people from Chicken Dog server and I didn't want it to be like oh, like Lauren's streaming, but you know, I don't know. I didn't want to be like that person, so I wanted to like hold off as long as I could. So, yeah. But let me know if you can hear like my buttons pressing cuz I can it wouldn't be like that at all. I'm glad you think so. I like overthink everything actually. So, yeah, if you can hear the buttons clicking too, like let me know. Because I can always like adjust. Like I'm pressing the B button. I don't know if you can hear it. Nothing. I don't really care if you can hear the keyboard because I feel like that's just like inevitable, unfortunately. Yeah, this is so weird. Like I can't hear buttons, but I also can't hear game audio. Hold on, let me. All right, is this too loud? Hold on. Can you hear that? I don't know if there is game sound. Let me know if that helped anything. If you can hear it or not. Oh, perfect. Yeah. I just had it a little lower. I'm still kind of like getting used to like the audio levels and kind of seeing how that goes. Um but yeah. I'm really not expecting to get this shiny today, but it's literally just a test anyway. I know Among Us is gonna be going on at Chicken Dog's server later. And I did say I was interested in that, but I'm honestly not like I'm not really like 100% sure if I'm actually gonna like go or not. Because last time I was just like, I cannot get a word in, so it was just like, meh. Even as someone who's been doing this almost 4 years, I still don't get audio levels. Honestly, that's a vibe. I feel like lately with my job, like let's see, I graduated in 2021 from college. So I have been in this field doing my work since 2021, so 5 years now. And you would think I would have like a good grip on things. But I feel like everyone is so smart. They're so good at their job that I just am like, what am I even doing? And like, I know what I'm doing, but it's just that, it's people are, they're really smart, and I just get really bad like imposter syndrome, I feel like. Gosh, it is, yeah. So I have wanted to stream for probably about a decade, if not a little bit more now. And it's so weird that I'm like, I have my channel, to the side of me, and I can see myself streaming, and that doesn't feel real. I don't care if you're like the only person in this chat. Um, Even like if I actually like do start to promote it a little bit more, I don't care if it's just you or if there's no one here. It's just still crazy to me that I like get to do this and I was able to like invest the money in it. That's really huge for me. So I'm just happy, that I finally get to do this. It's nice. Yeah, if I so I know oh, hold on. I'm still bad at monitoring chat. I've done my current job since 2023 and graduated high school in 2022. I forget how young you are. I feel like I don't know if it's because I am like chronically online, but I feel like a lot of the people I know are younger than me, except for like EJ, because he's older than me by a couple years. Uh, I look older than I am. I know a couple people like that. So you're not alone. You're not alone. When I was in, I went out the other day and did like a little like day trip, and I got stopped by someone. There's people like, being in the DC area, there's always people that are like, I need to like spread the word on this thing. And Miss Ma'am, Luna. I don't like it when she does that because I don't know if you've noticed in any of the pictures I've sent you, but like there's a portion of her belly that's like it doesn't have fur anymore because she's just constantly licking it. So whenever I see her do that, I try to like get her to stop. Um, but it's a lot harder when I'm streaming because there's like two people in chat right now, and I think one of them is me. So I will just hold on, the side, the coffee table. The coffee table is it's a little messy, so I don't really want to like show it too much. Um, but yeah, yeah, EJ's 30. I am turning 28, so I'm not too far behind him, but someone the other day was like, "Oh, you must be like 24." And I'm like, "Haha, I'm turning 28 in July." Ha. So, yeah. Honestly, the fact that this has gotten like even 6 views astounds me. That's 6 people that decided to give me a chance. Oh, maybe one of them wasn't me. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Um, let's see. Not shiny. Boop. Oh, I got a message. Ah, it is from Jacob. I don't know if you remember Jacob. Yeah, he's a Toadette guy. Really likes Toadette, and he just messaged me. But yeah, yeah, great mindset. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's neat that I get to do this now. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than it's really neat. So, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I was gonna let you know that I started, but you had joined the stream before I could even tell you. But I also started. Oh, he has also started streaming, but on Twitch. I almost decided to do like a cross stream sort of thing, but I decided to just start on YouTube. because I felt like I just I just wanted to manage things and get used to the idea of streaming first. Yeah, I got the notification, yeah. So, Twitch isn't that good. Yeah, I feel like that the discoverability factor is not so great. That might be just me, but I feel like unless you're like one of the bigger streamers or you automatically just have a lot of views for whatever reason, I feel like it's just it's hard to get views. I feel like at least on YouTube, like I constantly am seeing smaller streams from smaller creators or smaller videos from smaller creators, and I think that's really awesome. Also, I'm really curious. I am now sitting a little bit farther away from the mic. Does this sound better like this, or if I like get a little closer? I don't know if it's like slightly more grainy or whatever, because I can hear myself, but it's not very clear because it's just like a little bit of a delay. Um, but yeah. Ooh, 4 people watching! Let's go! That's awesome! Thanks for joining, guys. Recently, YouTube has stopped giving me smaller streamers for some reason. Huh. It all sounds the same, TBH. Yeah, honestly, um, I if if that video hadn't blown up the way it did, I don't know if I'd actually had been motivated to stream. Honestly, why I wanted to start streaming was a combination of being like, I see other people do it and it looks really fun, and a combination of that video doing well and being like, oh, like maybe I can do things. Maybe I can do things. Um, so yeah, I was trying to figure out too, like how I could maybe my phone, how I could maybe do a stream with that because I play Pokemon Masters and I feel like there's like zero content for that. And it's not even like you could really stream super easily with it. Like it doesn't really make for good content, but like the good content is the gotcha element. So let's see. Yeah, I am still at the 7 minute mark for this game because, again, I have just been shiny hunting and honestly, Pacopia took over my life for a little bit. Um, so it was Pacopia and work. I'm about to go over to night shift, so I won't necessarily be able to stream super often, but I really, really, really wanted to get at least like one test stream in. There's a chance that I might stream next week, but it'll be like early in the morning, and I'm prioritizing getting that podcast episode finished first, and then I might audio record for the next video. I haven't really decided yet. But yeah, I don't know if anyone noticed, but we did just get a female Squirtle, and I think it would be really, really cool if we got a shiny female Squirtle, just because, like, statistically, that's a little unlikely. Um, Phone streaming isn't easy, but it works. I'd be down to teach you what I know. Just be weary of phone calls and notifications. That is the thing, isn't it? um, I feel like I get a ton of notifications. Like for example, like when I stream, well, I should say if I stream during like the week, I tend to get a lot of notifications for Pokemon restocks because I really like Pokemon cards. In fact, oh, yep, that's my sealed collection right there. It's yep, all that. And then I also have my binders. My I have a thing where yeah. So I feel like my audio keeps cutting out, so I might adjust the gain a little bit, but I have a like keyboard mat, but it's just a play mat that I got from the 151 Ultra Premium collection, so it has Mew on it. Um, but yeah, I have a lot of Pokemon cards. The audio is good, don't worry. Excellent. Because I can't tell if it keeps cutting out or if it's just because I'm like moving around. Yeah, but honestly, this is fun. Like, I get why people do it now. I always thought I would feel a lot of pressure to like perform or to like talk. But it's kind of chill. It's kind of a vibe, if you will. Although I'm gonna watch this replay and sort of see, because I'm like my own worst critic. I don't really mind the way that I talk, generally speaking, but yeah, streaming is great. I agree. So far, and I've been doing it for like, let's see, maybe like 10 minutes. So, yeah, I mostly am like, I'm curious if um anyone else will pop on and just be like, "What the heck? You're streaming? When did that start?" And I can be like, "Ha ha ha, just today." All right. Yeah, I will not lose my mind if I do not get the Squirtle today. Also, I feel like you can like barely tell I'm sick. Um, I am sick, like slightly sick. Like it's not my sinuses anymore at least, but like my throat is pretty scratchy. So there's a chance that I like turn off the camera for a second and get some water at some point. I sent the stream to Maddie, but I think she's sleeping. Yeah, I would love to have Maddie in stream. I couldn't tell. I'm so glad. I was like so worried yesterday. I was like, of course, like I have everything set up and then I get sick. Of course. Why wouldn't that happen? So, I'm glad that it's not like that noticeable. And I'm also glad that the audio works. I like spent way too much time trying to figure out what microphone I wanted to use. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna quickly send the stream to one of my friends. Um, James Money, you probably know him. Um, just to be like, hello, I am streaming. Would you like to share how the audio sounds? I see. Oh, wait. Oh, Jacob. Oh, okay. So Jacob said, I see you're streaming now, Lauren. If so, kudos to you. I don't know if he's in chat right now, but hi, Jacob, and thank you. I will respond to your message as soon as I get a chance. But I'm gonna send this to James. I did the thing. We'll go with that. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. He's a big Toadette fan, and I'm hoping for his sake that Toadette somehow, some way actually shows up in the Mario movie. I'm gonna move this a little closer because I feel like I keep cutting out, or it might just be on my end. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, I know you said the audio is fine, but I keep on hearing myself cut out. So, oh, oops. Oh, James, yes, James is also a great guy. He was helping me out a little bit last night. He showed me how to hear myself like as I am streaming. And that was helpful because I was just like recording myself and then listening to it and then trying to see if I could improve anything. And you know, where I'm at right now is kind of what I've settled on. I might adjust like as we move forward with everything. Um, but yeah, that would drive me crazy. Yeah, honestly, for the Mario movie, I know I had mentioned it like a couple minutes ago. I I am dying for Daisy to be in that movie. I am dying for it. I'm dying for her. She's my girl. I love her. Um, and I really hope that she's just like the post credit scene. Like maybe they're just like it like sounds like they're like in Peach's castle, but then gasp! It turns out they're in Sarasaland. Whoa! Um, so yeah, probably post credit. I oh, hello, hello. Did that? I could hear myself like cut out. I don't know why that happened. Actually, you know what I think it might be? I have a short. I have a short in this aux cord, so that's probably what's causing it. And that sucks because I just got this cord. I got it from Amazon and it came with a short in the wire. Worst. It's the worst thing ever. Let me whoop. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see. I'm just responding to something real quick. It's a first time experience for me. Yeah, I think it would be great if Daisy was in there. Yeah. I mean, I get why it's Galaxy, and I get what it's kind of weird, isn't it? Like I feel like it's almost like they only introduced Yoshi in the post-credits scene because if they were to take elements from Galaxy 2, they kind of had to. Like they kind of had to have Yoshi in there. So, not shiny. We shall keep going and persevere. Hold on one second. Oh wait, if I... Oh, I can just... That way you don't have to hear me cough. I know it does like a little like popping thing when I like unmute it. I'm kind of just ignoring that. I do not care that it does that. Beggars shan't be choosers, as I say. They shan't be choosers. I thought it was going to be Super Mario World once they announced Yoshi. So true, right? I also thought it was going to be Super Mario World. It's not bad at all. Don't worry. Yeah. I think it's like adjusting. But yeah, I also thought it was going to be Super Mario World. I think Galaxy's probably the better fit. Um so I'm not like mad that they did it. Honestly, I don't know if you remember when Mario Wonder came out, but there was a lot of like angst might be the right word. There was a lot of angst from Rosalina fans that were like, oh my gosh, how could Daisy be playable when Rosalina isn't? And I'm just like, but Daisy doesn't get much fanfare these days. If you think about it, a lot of it is like just Rosalina, or it's Peach and Rosalina, and obviously Pauline had her moment with Odyssey, which I saw you were streaming that earlier. That looked really interesting. I actually had it in the background as I was like testing things. Um, yeah, I remember that. Now we have both. It's so true. Yep. So I'm like, it's gotta be Daisy next. I want 2027 to be the year of Daisy. I need it to be the year of Daisy. I'm trying to think. The perfect year for me is, let's see, if they were like 2027 is the year of Daisy, and also concurrently The Pokemon of the Year 2027 is cast form. Ah! I'd be so happy. And then they were like, if they could be like, and also, we now know that the most popular Pokemon professor is Professor Laventon. I'd be so happy. I couldn't let the stream go by without a Laventon mention. That's, yeah, I love him. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I think it's my friend's girlfriend that just got online. Yeah, I named my rival after my husband, so that's why his name's Edwin. I'm sorry to honestly, Birch is my second favorite, so I can't even blame you. Like I literally was like, if I had to pick my top 3 professors, realistically, Laventon is first. That is my husband. I love him. Birch is second, and then probably Rowan. But I also really like Kukui as well. Those are probably my top like 3 or 4 right there. Um, but yes. It's really interesting because like in ZA, low key ZA spoilers. Sorry, not sorry. The game's been out for like 6 or 7 months now. Play the game. But in the museum, it's like, oh, like we recently found these sketches in the Pokédex from Professor Laventon. And I'm like, oh, like I really hope that there's something else that comes up in the future regarding that because any Laventon mention is a good mention. Somehow Maddie likes Elm. Maddie likes Elm. That's really interesting. I feel like Elm and Laventon are kind of in the same vein though, because like I don't know, they're both kind of goofy, but Laventon is like a cute goofy. Elm is like a geeky goofy, I think. Sorry, Maddie. I don't know if she's watching yet, but oh, my friend just messaged me help. It's his birthday today, like unironically, so I'm sure it's something to do with that. I am streaming. Are you okay? When I met his anime voice actor, she had me get a signed card from him. That's so cool, though. Like, that's kind of why I want Laventon to be in Pokemon Masters, because he doesn't have, like, a canonical voice. He wasn't in the anime. He wasn't even in the Hisuian Snow anime special that they did. So, I really think he should just have a voice. It's gonna be British, and I'm gonna freaking love it. But, yeah, I think that's really cool. It's always good when voice actors exist for characters. He wasn't in the special. No, okay, that's a lie. He technically was, but oh my gosh, I really wish I could. Maybe I could. I don't think I can, but so basically in the end credits of the last episode, they had like a bunch of random stills from different characters in the series, and one of them was Laventon arriving in Jubilife Village for the first time, and Silene like holding up a picture of him, and like in the picture he's like like he's so just like proper British gentleman or Galarian gentleman, and he's like at the shore just like Wah! And it's funny, but he didn't actually like speak during the special, unfortunately. Very sad for me. I was really hopeful. Although on the bright side, we are technically speaking getting new English Laventon content in 2026, and that is with the Pokeology. It's like the ecology book that's specifically Pokemon related. And that's coming out. It was supposed to come out in April, and now I'm assuming because of tariffs, it's going to be in July, which My birthday's in July. So I know what I will be asking for my birthday because I mean it's just a picture of him and it's like, oh, these are some examples of um different Pokemon professors and kind of like what they research. Um did you finish the jump left questions in Pokopia? Oh, the quests. Yeah, I did, but I think it's like only to the best of my ability in the sense that um I have jump left, I have Hoppip. I know, autocorrect is awful. um I got Hoppip, I have jump left. I don't or not Hoppip. Why did I say Hoppip? Hoppip, Skiploom. I have Skiploom. That's the one I'm thinking of. Someone pointed out that like that line, it's like, oh, a hop and a skip and a jump. So you have a Hoppip, you have a Jumpluff, and you have a Skiploom. And I said it out of order, but we are going to ignore that. Yeah, right? I didn't like I didn't know that that was like a thing. I never thought of that. Yeah, I didn't either. I was like, that's so smart. I feel like there's not a lot of that's a lie because honestly, Lechonk, like that name in particular, like I died when that was like the actual name. Like the combination of Lechonk and then Smoliv, I was just like, they are really like ramping up the naming game in Gen 9. Um, so I was pretty happy with that, with those. And then honestly, even like someone had pointed out that each of the legendaries um from oh gosh, I think it's from Gen 3 onward, the English names are all like relating to like Groudon. I remember I think like Kyogre was like something with a Japanese name for wave or something. Um Dialga, like it's supposed to be like I think it might be Dialga, like diamond, and Palkia, the Pal is for pearl, like you're just kind of getting rid of that E. Um Reshiram and Zekrom. They have I think it's like it's supposed to be like Shiro and Kudo, I think. Which is white and black. And then X and Y is obvious, Xerneas and Yveltal. And then Solgaleo and Lunala, like Sol, Sun, and Luna's Moon. Luna, also my cat. um, I think like if I remember correctly, Zacian and Zamazenta, it's supposed to be like Zacian like cyan and then Zamazenta magenta, which I thought was kind of interesting. And then I realized that the shinies also kind of play a part in that too, because it's like shiny Zacian is very like cyan and Zamazenta's shiny is very like magenta. So even though it's like blue and red, it's also like the shinies end up making sense. Soft reset. And then Miraidon and Koraidon. Like Mirai is future and Korai, I guess, is past. Or Mirai. Kodai. Kodai. I never knew your cat's name. Yeah, her name's Luna. It's very stereotypical cat name. But when we got her, I was just like, there's no other name that fits quite as well. So we kept it. I honestly wanted to name her something like weather related. I was trying to think, I'm like, every meteorologist and their mother names their dog Doppler. Every single meteorologist. Oh, we gotta name the dog Doppler. Yeah, so I've never. Oh, you really? I've heard it for a dog and a cat. So Dog and a cat. Yeah, I think I had a friend once that had a husky named Luna. But otherwise, I've ironically enough, the only people like IRL that I've known named Luna have both been Asian, which I think is interesting. I don't know if it's like a given name situation where they were like, Luna's a cool name, I'll go with that. Which it is a cool name, honestly. Um, but yeah, you can see in the back I have my like Hollow Live shrine. I above that I have a cast form. I decided that like as like an Easter egg, like I'll have the cast form of the day sort of like in the background. Like today it's really sunny out. So I have the sunny form, cast form in the background there. It's kind of hard to see. But it's there. It's there. It's living. It's thriving in the background. Do you have all the forms? I do actually. Right now my normal form is in the washer because I keep forgetting to wash it from Pokemon Day. I really should have remembered by now, but you remember it got super dirty and I just have to wash it. So it's in there right now because I keep forgetting to, and I'm like, I'm not forgetting again. You are going in the washer where you belong for right now. With the added benefit that it won't actually turn into rainy form cast form. But yeah, I do have them all. My favorite, I think, form is probably the rainy form. That's just me personally. I just think it looks cool. But I'm really hoping, actually, I'll say it here, why not? An idea for a video I kind of have it in the works right now is looking over every single Pokemon up through Gen 8, because 9 is the current generation, so that doesn't really make sense to include them, but up through Gen 8 and seeing which Pokemon is found the most and the least. And my hypothesis is that of all the Pokemon, Castform fans and Castform in general was among the worst treated in the Switch era of games. Because we haven't. So, the only game in the Switch generation that you could find Castform in was Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And it's a 5% encounter on one single day of the week in the Trophy Garden. Which isn't very good. What about Sveal? I haven't gotten to Sveal yet, but you know what? I will look it up right now because I'm also curious. Sveal. Sveal. I think I'm about to sneeze. But also, yeah, Snowy Form is also a good one. I think Sveal is only in Arceus, way more common though. Yeah, Sveal is very cute in Arceus. They had like that whole thing with the Pokemon channel that they kept on going on and on about Sveal. In the game data, that's probably what I want. Oh, making sure I'm reading this right. So, actually, the only games on the Switch generation you can't get it are Scarlet and Violet and Legend ZA. You can get it in Arceus, you can get it in Shining Pearl specifically, and then in Sword and Shield you need like the DLC to get it, but it's in a couple locations in the DLC. But yeah. Yeah, yep. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool if they were just like, we're bringing back the national dex. That'd be really cool. give me more opportunities to see cast form. That'd be great. And if it is true that it's like super weather oriented, with the new game that's coming out, I'm gonna be pretty darn excited about that. So, Modest Squirtle, whoa. Too bad it's not shiny. I don't even know if Modest is the best nature for Squirtle, or I guess it would be Blastoise. Um, but all I know is that a ton of Pokemon are like, we want it to be modest. Modest nature. So like I have gotten a lot of modest mints in ZA trying to get the best nature for my Pokemon. Mild. Uh-oh. Wait, did I do that right? I think I did. Yep, there you go. Do 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 do. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to like stream anything else in the meantime. But I kind of just was like, shiny hunting is kind of like brainless in a way that I kind of like need it to be. So I decided to just keep going with that. But yeah, you'll notice I have the April sub goal. I added that widget. I added Streamlab integration. And so I have that because I'm like, it would be really cool to get to 500 subscribers by the end of April. So I can start monetizing, kind of, sort of. I guess that's a blessing, right? Because like, with the Streamlabs stuff, it's like, oh, like you can get the turtle emojis. And obviously that's a treat. I don't think that'll ever happen to me, luckily, but let's see, not shiny. I feel like there was something. Oh, that's right. Pacopia would be cool in the future. I was debating Pacopia today. So I think what I'll probably do is next week I'll probably stream some Pacopia. Yeah, right now it's kind of weird because we're still in this like spot where Pacopia is still kind of like in the spotlight, right? So I just have been playing it in the background, but maybe I should stream it because I think earlier I was kind of basing my game choice off of earlier, and there's a ton of people watching, you know, Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I was like, whoa. But I realized after that the only reason like there was like 40,000 viewers was because there were two Hololive talents playing it. And so they had like I think Callie had like 17k viewers, and then I think oh, I can't remember her name. One of my friends would crucify me because it's his favorite, his Oshi. I think she had like 27k or 25 or something like that. Hololive is like VTubers. It's like corporate VTubers. I personally am a very big fan of Cecilia Immergreen. She's a German, I think the correct term is automaton, I think. It's like kind of like a puppet, but like mechanical. So she's my favorite though. They're really cool. They stream a lot. They do really well. But that's kind of what got me into like wanting to potentially wanting to be a VTuber. And then I was like, I feel like the amount of effort and energy that goes into that, like, oh, you need new outfits, you need like special backgrounds and events and blah 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 blah. And I was like, maybe I will take my risks of oh gosh, I just hit my mic showing my face. trying not to hit my mic in the future. I wanted to buy one. Like, you wanted to buy like a VTuber model? Because I did look into that too. Yeah, actually in the background, like, oh gosh, which side? It'd be, yeah, like this area is all like Hololive stuff. It's Fuomoko and Suisse, and I think I have a Bibu thing on there too. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the Kirby ones before, and those are pretty neat. Oh, did something happen and I just not know? What? Birthday stuff? What? Sorry, I got another text from my friend. Am I out of the loop on something? Did something happen? I just don't know. Something? No, I don't think anything happened. Hmm. Yeah, I don't see anything major. Oh well, I will get a response eventually. Yeah. I've seen your models. They're really well done for like, um, me being like completely clueless on things. Um, I never got to see your old model. I know you said that you had used a VTuber model in the past. Um, well, I want to try something real quick. If I do this, ooh, that makes it disappear. Okay, I was trying to figure out if that's how it worked. Now I'm back. I'm a human being again. Yeah, I'm not sure where the files are. Oh, I see. Honestly, I was really concerned that like my frame rate would be bad, but I have the little like live control panel on this side and it says excellent, which is excellent. So, I have a Ethernet cable on there, so that might be why. Oh, did I close that? I want that open again. There's also a lag checker in OBS. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of room to grow in my OBS knowledge. I remember when I was in college, like, oh my gosh, I don't think I archived any of them. But at one point I really wanted to stream. So in my sophomore year of college, I tried just pointing the laptop camera like at the TV as I streamed Mario Kart or as I played Mario Kart, I should say. And I was just like totally just like, oh, this is great, guys, like that's so good, and it was not good. I can teach you about that before your next stream. Ah, I almost knocked that down. Yeah, that would be great actually. Because I'm still James kind of went into it with me a little bit last night, which was super helpful. Um I am just I'm a beginner. I'm a baby streamer, I guess, is maybe the term. It's kind of weird, but that's how most people start though. Yeah, I just kept it simple. Actually, I'll show you too. So I'll go to the like home menu real quick. So I have I apparently did not put my mic in on my other setting, but the one you just saw, this one, is just like another setup I have that I'm working on. But this is like specifically for like the shiny hunting. stuff because I am assuming I will not be leaving the lab much. If at all. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I did not. I am like knocking into stuff. I did not. Whoa. I'm trying so hard here. All right. Yeah, this is better. Um, I apparently forgot to set up the mic, so. You know what? I could probably do. Can I do that real quick? Let me see. Let's see how quick I can do that. Okay, that should work. Okay, yeah. 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 We did it. We added a mic. Yeah, I honestly could just see myself doing this like all day one of these days. If honestly, like, I know Chicken's doing Among Us tonight. If I had any clue on how to stream stuff that way, I probably could actually just figure it out. But I would stream that, but I don't know, like I could spend forever doing this, I think. Maybe. Um yeah, nothing there. And I forgot to put this back up, so let me press the button again. Hard to believe that we've done 40 resets. Streaming is so funny. It's funny and fun. Both. Why not both? I know, autocorrect is autocorrect. Actually, real quickly, I realized I told my best friend I would send this stream to her, and I did not. So I'm gonna send it her way real quick. Let me copy, paste. I am live, I will say to her. Alright. Nothing. Ooh, we're back to 4 viewers. Hi guys. Howdy. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. I haven't like gotten used to like being like, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I haven't really gotten used to that, and I don't really know if I want to do that a lot, but I know, like, statistically, like, that is how you get more subscribers, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's, like, a little pushy. Like, I'm just kind of doing it for the heck of it, so. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? That's kind of fun. I'll show you. I got these like cute little like blind boxes, and they're really adorable. I'll show the if I can like. It's like it's a baby Evie. See, it's like it's got its own bean bag. It's super cute. Um, so I have that one. My favorite evolution is actually Leafeon, but unfortunately I don't have a Leafeon. But I also got Leafeon's sibling, Glaceon. I still don't know how to like control it with the mic or not the mic, the camera. So I got Glaceon, and the last one, fan favorite here, is Umbreon. Well, I think I like this one the most out of the ones I got. And I'm not just saying that because it's an Umbreon. And Umbreon's like scalper heaven. I'm not a scalper, just to be very clear. Any Pokemon cards I have is because I like them. Actually, you know what? I'll like show like a little. I just have like a random. I have my binder. I'm trying to find like a good page to show. Let's see. this one? Well, let's see. My Pokemon cards. Look at them, they're so cool. I think it's this one right here that has all of the whatever it's called, gold history cards. Look, if there is any way I can get my hands on something like Jubilife Village or like Legends Arceus related, I will do just about anything. Dead serious, I will do just about anything. I have even debated paying tariffs to get my hands on the art book because I didn't get my hands on it before the tariffs happened. I want to buy those at Next Legacy next time I go. Yeah, I think I did see them at Next Legacy, right? Yeah. Ironically, my favorite Eevee evolution is Glaceon. Yeah, like, Glaceon's really cool, too. I like all evolutions. Also, welcome to the stream, Tiki Torch. This is like very much a test. I'm so surprised you found me. I like all evolutions, but Sylveon is my personal favorite. Sylveon is also like, I think Sylveon's my number 2. I think it's Leafeon, Sylveon, and then probably Espeon for me. My sister loves Leafeon. Yeah, Leafeon's really nice. Yeah, I have a couple Leafeon plushes in storage. So I should probably just I don't think they've put them out yet, but if Build-A-Bear ever does, no, you know what? I have a Glaceon from Build-A-Bear. Now I'm thinking about it. I have a Glaceon from Build-A-Bear I got as a gift. So yeah, but Sylveon's a great one. I really hope we get a new evolution in the next game. I found you through the What Happens. Oh, no way! Oh my gosh, well, welcome! Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a really awesome video to put together. I really had no idea that that would end up blowing up the way it did. I really just do things for the love of the game. I don't really expect things to happen or to blow up until they do. So yeah, that was really crazy how that ended up going with that. But yeah, hopefully that Pokemon Day stuff ended up working out well for you. I was at the store for the reaction and reacting myself at the Nintendo store in New York, and that was really, really awesome. The energy was really electric, and I know everyone's like, oh, jobless behavior, but I'm like, I don't work overtime and 10-hour shifts for you to call me jobless. So, but yeah, I love Pokemon. I'm not just gonna be a Pokemon channel, but it's just like I love it so much. It's inevitably gonna come up a lot. I was telling External in the chat earlier. This side, all that is Pokemon cards. I tend to buy one of everything that I want for sealed. I buy one to open and one to keep sealed, and that's it. So that was a fun launch. Yeah, it was. I was kind of priced out of Pokemon until the Fire Red Leaf Green Switch release. Well, I'm really glad you got to play it. It's honestly, it's been really cool because I think technically my first like mainline Pokemon game was technically Yellow. Technically. But my first like generation that I actually like was there from the start for was Gen 3. So this is like returning to my childhood. And I'm really glad that, you know, you're able to play this too. If you ever get a chance to, and you find it for a good price, I will never not sing the praises of Legends Arceus. It is my favorite game in the entire series. So, Gen 3 is the best! I agree! The only generation that introduced cast form. I'll have you know. Yeah, I'm hoping that they do other releases kind of like this. If they do like another like $20 release and it's like, oh, but you get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I'd be really pleased. I would love to play Emerald again. I would love to stream Emerald, honestly. I'd love to replay Sapphire. Yeah. Yeah, Sapphire. If I had to choose between the two legendaries, okay, not counting Rayquaza, not counting Rayquaza. If I had to choose between Kyogre and Groudon, Kyogre is great. In Pocopia, he has or Kyogre just generally has like a really interesting personality in that game. It's like, howdy y'all, I'm just a Southern Kyogre. Tiki Torch says, my first game was Pearl. I've successfully played through every Pokemon generation except for Gen 2. If you ever get a chance to play Heart Gold and Soul Silver, those are good games. Honestly, even Crystal is really good. I say Crystal because that was the first one that let you actually choose which gender you want to be. So you could be a male or a female. You could be a boy or a girl. And you know, like Yellow was my first game, so I was just like, oh, I'm playing as Ash. I told myself I was playing as Ash, and so it wasn't actually me. But you know, I hopped from Yellow to Emerald afterward. I didn't get a Game Boy Advance until after Emerald had released, even though I had been like watching the anime and everything beforehand. Um, so being able to play as May was really, really awesome. At least for me. I was so young when that came out, and I remember this is so funny. When I turned 10, I was so enthralled by the Pokemon world that little 10-year-old Lauren decided to write a letter to Professor Birch and be like, please transport me to the Pokemon world. I really want to like train Pokemon. Obviously, I'm here, so that did not happen. I never played Gen 2 or Gen 4. I think Gen 4 gets a lot of flack that it doesn't deserve. I mean, I know that there's flaws for it, but I also really think it's a really pretty game. Like, there's the church in Hearthstone City that I really liked. So that was, you know, really cool. Just graphically, especially in Platinum. Platinum was really pretty. I'm hoping for a re-release of Heart Gold Soul Silver. I found out that my cartridges were fakes and they don't work. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Um, Kind of like related, my friend had given me a bunch of like Game Boy Advance cartridges and um in it was a bootleg leaf green that what it was very much a bootleg. Like it was directly translated from the ROM and like recased. It was really wild. I feel like we all wanted that. I have Platinum but never played it. Oh, yeah. Platinum. I remember my grandfather, may he rest in peace, got me that game. That was one of the first Pokemon games he ever got me, like mainline series wise. And I remember when he started doing poorly, I was like, I'd really like to do a Nuzlocke of that game. Like, it's so cheesy, but in his memory. Actually, the Deskamon was, you know, one of the last things he actually got for me. Not to be downer on stream, but I don't know. That was recent, or relatively recent, so still fresh in my mind a little bit. But yeah, he was always a big supporter of me loving Pokemon. Even when I got into college, like he would still get me video games, because that's like what I wanted. Yeah, so. But yeah, hopefully, Tiki Torch, you get a copy of Heart Gold Soul Silver eventually that works. Um, I guess you could emulate. That's like a taboo, but you could. But I guess I'd much rather we get like a re-release of um honestly any of the Gen 4 DS Pokemon games. So hopefully somewhere down the line we'll get that. Not a shiny. Platinum is my favorite game. I wish I could go in blind and get scarred by Cynthia again. Yeah, that fight was crazy. Um, There's a particular fight. I don't want to spoil it because it's just such a good fight in like the newer games. And it's very good and kind of gave me the same vibe, somewhat ironically, but yeah, there's a couple really good fights in the newer games, but honestly, it's more so relegated to Legends. Generally speaking, I feel like a lot of the good fights are in Legends games, maybe for better or for worse. Which game? I might know what you're talking about. Oh, Legends Arceus External. We are big Legends Arceus fans in this household. Might have to turn on the light in a little bit. It's starting to get a little dark, so like my face is very just like prominent. It's not even that dark. I wonder if I just like, I don't know. This is a test stream, so this is what it's all about. Yeah, go eat dinner, External. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, you do know. We hit 1,760 encounters for the Squirtle, which is kind of crazy. I haven't shiny hunted in a long time. The last time I shiny hunted, it was a failed shiny Virizion search in, I think it was the Sword and Shield DLC. And I realized I had failed it because I saved after it spawned. So it was never gonna be shiny. Just like generally, it just was never gonna be shiny after that. Because it already spawned in. Re-releasing DS-era Pokemon games for newer fans would be amazing. Gen 4 and 5 will make people realize how easy they got it nowadays. Honestly, true. I did see that there were some people that were, like, complaining about the difficulty level of this game, like, specifically Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm like, really? Like, this is what I grew up with. Like, Emerald had the same sort of, like, philosophy on needing to do the EXP shares and everything. So it's kind of funny that some people think it's too hard. Whoa, hit new streamer. Hi, James. I was talking to External earlier. I was like, oh yeah, James was helping me out earlier. Thank you for dropping by. I hope I don't know if you were at work earlier, but hope work went well. If that was what you were doing. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, James, if the audio sounds like okay, if it sounds slightly better than the Discord, or I don't know. I messed with a couple of the settings again. Seems like everything is going smoothly. I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, now you can like see my face. I realized I don't know if you've ever actually seen my face before, so ta-da, I guess. Fire Red and Leaf Green is the game that I tell new people to play because it has a good medium difficulty. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's a solid game. And if you know what you're doing, or even like if you're okay with a little difficulty, just a little bit, then you know you're good to go. No, I don't have work on Sunday. I was out and about for today. That's a vibe. I love being out and about. That is like one of my favorite things to do. I will be actually going out and about tomorrow. One of my college friends is going to be in the area. So we are heading to Virginia. And we'll be doing a couple things down there. Yeah, I guess I could say Fire Red and Leaf Green is a game that's good to play, but the full odds when it comes to shiny hunting is tough. It's like when I was playing ZA like a couple weeks ago, like I was just like trying to finish up some Pokédex tasks, and I randomly came across full odds. Like I wasn't hunting, I wasn't doing any methods. Completely randomly, and within like an hour of each other, I came across a shiny Carbink and a shiny Bellsprout. Um, I joked that maybe I should have bought a lottery ticket. Maybe I would have won the lottery. It's one of the few older Pokemon games that you can play with pretty much any Pokemon and not get punished for it. Honestly, true. I really hope that um I really hope that we do get the other Generation 3 games because you can't really complete the national Pokédex in this game without them. Because you only get one cast form, you know, in Generation 3 games. You only get that one. I guess you could breed it. But other than that, you know, you only get that one cast form. And you don't get it in this game, but it sure is in the National Pokédex. So, that mute feature is really great. I really like that I can do that if I need to like cough. Apologies again for needing to cough. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. So at least I'm not super nasally. That's probably a good thing. Yeah, no shiny. Womp womp. Oh, why is my why did my camera get like that? Wait a second. If I like hold on a second. Oh, now it's that was weird. Now it's good again. I don't know why I did that. I might just have to turn the light on in the background. Oh, checking my text messages. Is streaming fun? Yes, it is. I have decent luck with finding random shinies in every playthrough of Fire Red and Leaf Green. I found a shiny Paris in the Safari Zone on my Switch playthrough. That's so cool! I did not ever come across a shiny myself until I think not hunting, like, so back in X and Y there was the friend safari method, and I used that to get my first shiny, which was a Tangela. um I still have that in my Sun and Moon file. I haven't transferred it over yet, but maybe I should. But my first ever like non-hunting shiny, I believe, was a Weasel. Um, during my playthrough of Brilliant Diamond, when I was playing that. I might go back to that someday. I would really like to shiny hunt Shaman because Shaman is, oh gosh, I could actually, I have like a little crocheted Shaman that my best friend got me. Um, I don't know if she's in the stream yet, but if she is, hi Dana. Um, but I have that on my plant shelf, which is a little bit to the side. And I really like Shaman, so I'd love to shiny hunt Shaman. I feel like that would be fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn the light on soon. I keep saying I'm going to. I should probably just do it, but I don't want to get up. My first ever shiny was a Geodude at Mount Moon. Didn't know what it was, but I caught it. Yeah, my first shiny outside the ones I already mentioned, I don't want to say cheated because I didn't use like action replay or anything. I just got weirdly lucky on the GTS back in Pokemon Diamond version. When I was a kid, I basically I would farm my Milotic. Like, I would put a Pokemon up for trade and ask for a Milotic. And then when I got the Milotic, I would put that Pokemon up for trade for something I, like, just, like, wanted. So, I did action replay to complete the Pokédex, but I didn't actually have all the Pokemon. So I would go on the GTS and, like, try to get them. And someone, like, randomly gave me a shiny Yanmega. And at the time, I didn't know what it was. I had just thought, like, oh, this, like, weird colored Pokemon, like, why is it purple? Why is it not green? And, you know, I came to find out in the future that that was actually a shiny. And that was kind of a weird experience to be like, oh my gosh, like, I had gotten a shiny all those years ago, and I just, like, didn't know. But yeah, Geodude is. I really like Geodude's shiny actually because it's kind of like this like coppery gold color, I think is kind of what I would describe it as. And that's pretty cool. It's kind of cool. Honestly, for, you know, being a Squirtle fan, I'm actually not the biggest fan of Squirtle shiny. I think the body is a little bit too close. Like you can kind of see it's kind of close in color. The shell's a little different, but outside of that, it's a little closer in color. So. I've always wondered if people would find shiny Pokemon without understanding what they were. Yeah, that happened to me by accident. I don't really like cheating, so I my god brother, he was the one that ended up doing that to my Pokemon Diamond copy. So I wasn't even the one that did the action replay. But yeah, I got the shiny as an indirect result of that, which is kind of interesting. I guess in later games, I think if you use the GTS, you could ask for it to be shiny. I can't remember for sure. I might be wrong with that. But I remember there's like an epidemic of people being like, oh my gosh, I want a Dialga or a Palkia or a Giratina level like 9 and below. Because there's this one event, I think it was the Arceus event, that never came out over in the US, where it was like, oh, you can get like an egg, and with the egg, you would get one of those, I believe. When I first learned that there were more Pokemon than what was in the Sinnoh Pokedex, it opened up a floodgate of saving up and buying every new mainline Pokemon game up until Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's really sad that there's no like national decks anymore. But yeah, I will be right back. I'm going to mute myself, turn off the camera for like 5 seconds, and I'm gonna get a drink of water and turn on the lights. So I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better on the camera. I have to like readjust my chair again too. But I figured I'd show off one of my cups. I have a it has Shaman on it. It just has like a bunch of like random Pokemon. We get, yeah, Rowlet, Cherim, which is another one of my favorites, Leafeon, Hoppip, and Shaman. And then the straw also has a Shaman on it. It's one of my favorite cups. But you know what they say, hydrate or dihydrate. So we are hydrating. Yeah, the only downside to having the light on is you can see how much of a mess my kitchen is. Um, Look, I work a lot. No nickname for the Squirtle. I do tend to nickname every shiny Pokemon that I get, so eventually I think I would nickname for it. Or I would choose a nickname for it. I think I actually do have a shiny Squirtle already. I actually want to say I caught it in... I think I might have... No, I think I caught it in Pokemon Go and I transferred it to Let's Go Pikachu. And I named it Sue. As short for like tsunami, but just the Sue part. Pokemon Pearl wasn't just my first game, but my first look into the franchise, so I hyper obsessed. Turtwig was my first starter, but Swampert was my number one for years. My number one favorite is Snorlax. You know, it's so interesting you say that. That's like the perfect, like, melody of one of my friends and his girlfriend, because his favorite Pokemon is Snorlax and her favorite Pokemon is Turtwig. And I feel like that's really interesting. My first starter, I mean, Yellow was my first one, so technically it was Pikachu. But I think outside of that, I think I ended up choosing Torchic. And then I reset my playthrough over and over and over again so I could get each of the starters into my Pokemon Diamond game through like the PAL Park, if you guys remember that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, part of the being sick is that my throat is scratchy. So it's a miracle I lasted as long as I did without getting water. If it doesn't get better though, what I might do instead is make some more tea. I've been having a lot of mint tea with honey because my throat's been scratchy. I think I had almost 1,000 hours in Platinum during my first playthrough. 1,000 hours! That's wild! I think I maxed out... You know, it's so funny because Legends Arceus is my favorite Pokemon game, but I think I only have like 180 hours in it. I think it's because I just like... I focus on the tasks and I don't really shiny hunt a ton. Generally, this is like an exception. Like, I was just like, I really want to shiny hunt Squirtle, so I just like decided to. But normally I don't. And I think outside of that, I think I topped out at 300 hours or 350 with Pokemon Sun. Played a lot of Pokemon Sun. That reminds me of when I kept resetting my copy of Pokemon Moon to get event Pokemon over and over, transferring them to Pokemon Sun. I ended up with a lot of starters, yeah. What starter did you choose for, like, for your first playthrough, if you had to choose a starter, like, which one would you have picked for Pokemon Sun and Moon? Because I started with Rowlet, and then I got a Poplio over Wonder Trade, and I had a Primarina on my team and not a Decidueye by the end of the game. I think that was the first one I like just did not choose the starter that I maybe should have. So. No nickname. We don't need a nickname. For my first, I went with Litten. I like the design so much. You know, it's so funny, and I'm really sorry I have to say this, James, but a little bit of a preview into the next podcast episode, but we were discussing what we would add to a certain game, and I said I would remove Incineroar. I would remove Incineroar from the game to add one of my characters. So, sorry. I'm not a huge Incineroar fan. Oh, I just realized I'm not counting. Oops. Let me add... I'll add 2, because I don't think I have had that up since I came back. With all those hours, you'd expect me to 100% the game, but I was young and stupid, so I got lost and then lost to Cynthia way too many times. Then the post game sucked me in. I'm Team Poplio. Yeah, Poplio is really great. Poplio is really great. I do have a couple friends that are really big Rowlet and Decidueye fans because they one of my friends really just like likes owls. So he's a big Rowlet fan. Rowlet the Owlet. Yeah, I kind of wonder, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, since, like, RNG is a method, does that mean I'm just, like, doomed to fail because I'm not RNGing it? Like, ah. But I feel like half the fun is just resetting to see sort of what you can find. Ah, darn. I will say I prefer Litten's design over Incineroar. Yeah, that's fair. Decidueye is the coolest of the evolved bunch. Decidueye is really cool. It's got the whole, like, Robin Hood thing going on. I really liked Primarina, though. I kind of think the mermaid aesthetic that it had going on. But both are really good. Honestly, I didn't really appreciate the Gen 6 starters as much as I maybe should have until fairly recently. Because I didn't realize that there were supposed to be like classes. Like, I think it's like Delphox, I think it is, right? Delphox is the final evolution. I think it's Delphox, right? I think it is. But that one is like the mage, and you have a couple that are like Greninja is like a ninja, obviously. But then you have Chestnut, and that's supposed to be like the paladin, I think. It's supposed to be like a paladin or a like a knight. But you know, strictly speaking, from like the paladin sort of thing, my dad used to play a lot of World of Warcraft back in the day, and he was always a paladin, a dwarf paladin. So Ultra Sun was the first game that I completed the Pokédex and competitively trained my team in. Gen 7 is definitely underrated. I hard agree with that. I spent way too much time in those games to, you know, it's definitely underrated. Fennekin, Braixen, and Delphox are awesome. Yes, I was right. It was Delphox. Yeah, I always forget if Braixen is the middle evolution or if it's Delphox for some reason. I don't know why that is. It's specifically with that line that I'm just like, what's the final evolution? So, I just, it's probably because there's like 1,000 something Pokemon now. There's so many. But like, if someone was like, I really like Durant, I'd be like, yeah, Durant is a Pokemon. That is a Pokemon. There's someone out there. You know, I really like Castform. Surely there's someone out there who really likes Durant. I think streaming when I'm not getting over a cold is gonna be the best thing ever. My knowledge gets fuzzy around the Sword and Shield era. Yeah, I don't blame you. Scarlet and Violet is definitely where it starts getting fuzzy for me, honestly, at this point. But I think that might be because I didn't really like Scarlet and Violet very much. I was not a really big Scarlet and Violet fan, unfortunately. The DLC was better though. I did like the DLC. DLC was pretty good. I like the setting of the first DLC. Wasn't super huge on Blueberry Academy, but the characters were really cool. So you know, you know, all in stride, all in stride. Also, James, or honestly, you or Tiki, can you let me know if the game audio is too quiet or if it's too loud? I'm just curious. because I had to play around with it a little bit earlier. Tickaton, Screamtail, and Koraidon were the only Pokemon that I really loved out of Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, the audio is good, beautiful. Yeah, Tinkaton was like, it's a really big fan favorite. Perfect. Thank you both. I appreciate it. Because I was not sure. For something repetitive like this, I wouldn't turn it to... Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'm gonna just keep it where it's at. I was just curious. Wanted to make sure that it was, like, passable. Yeah, but thank you both for tuning in. I see we have 5 people, so there's also 3 other people that may be lurking. And thank you guys for tuning in too. Because I honestly did not expect more than like 2 people to watch this, so thank you. One thing I hope becomes a mainstay in mainline games is the linking cord from Legends Arceus that eliminates trading. Yeah. Yep, that was a really good feature, and I do really hope that that comes back. It just makes things easier, especially for a game like this where, like, no one else I know plays, like, in person plays Pokemon. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll convince a coworker to download it. But that's $20 that is not mine to spend. So, it's a good first showing. Yeah, honestly, for that is a weird text message. Huh. I'm ignoring that. Just got like a weird like, can you take a survey? Like, no. No, thank you. Yeah, yeah, like I said, anything more than 0 I consider an accomplishment. I don't need it to be that many people. I don't need it to be anyone. I'm just doing this because I want to. I have my brother to trade with, but we both work, so it's still a lot to trade, yeah. My brother and sister live, I don't know how many miles. They live closer to James than they do to me. I don't know where exactly James lives, but I know they are, you know. My siblings are both actually coming down for their well, my sister works in school, so she also has April vacation, but my brother is still in school. We have a big age gap, so he's still in high school. And he's coming to visit, and I was like, it'd be, I don't know, I'm gonna try and convince him to hop on stream with me. I think that'd be really fun, like brother sister bonding, but I don't know if my mom will let me do that. But he is of the culture, I'll say. He might be more terminally online than I am. Although honestly, I've gotten a lot less online as the years go on. That's mainly just because, like, being online means being connected to the news, and there's a lot going on. I just would rather be sane. I was actually thinking of sticking with my emulator, but my brother said he would buy Fire Red if I bought Leaf Green. Leaf Green is the move. That is the move. Yeah, I think, was it? it might have been you, James, I was talking to about this. Um, like I just prefer the Pokemon that are like exclusives in this game compared to Fire Red. So I also just, for someone who was hunting the Charizard and Phantasmal Flames, I think Charizard's a little overrated. So, yeah, yep. So it was you. It was you. Yeah. James, are you going to be playing Among Us tonight with everyone? I'm not sure how your internet is right now, with your situation, but I was curious if you'd be popping on. Half of me wants to just keep streaming through it, but then I feel bad because I'm kind of like competing. But like not actually competing, because that's not the goal. But I would feel kind of weird because I did say I was gonna play Among Us with everyone, but I'm kind of having fun. I was expecting to have fun, but I don't think I was expecting to actually find as much enjoyment as I have. So that's kind of cool. My final team ended up being Blastoise, Raichu, Alakazam, Golem, Dragonite, and Snorlax. I'm thinking of training up a seventh team member now that the Sevi Islands are opened up to me. Yeah. The Sevi Islands were really cool for post-game content, I think especially at the time. Because at the time you really just had like the Battle Frontier and Emerald, and then the Sevi Islands, for this game. I don't want to make too much noise at night, but I could give it a shot. It'd be a good way to unwind, yeah. Yeah. It was definitely noisy the last time I played in that server. Um, it was, but, we live, we thrive. If I knew how to stream it, I probably would, but I haven't figured out really figuring out how to stream the gameplay while also being in the Discord voice call and all that jazz. Yeah, someday I will make it to the Sevi Islands though in this game. Someday. Maybe if I ever get a Squirtle shiny. I always enjoy finding someone to talk Pokemon with. Yeah, right? I feel like I don't get a lot of out of work social interaction is what I'll say. So I think this is just another good outlet for that. Like a good outlet for talking to people and all that jazz. Say all that jazz a lot. I was actually in jazz band when I was in high school though. I played trombone. My bad, I'm back. Never say you're bad for eating. Eating is important. Dinner is good. What did you have for dinner? Now I'm curious. Howdy, howdy, external. Welcome back to the stream. I gotta work on my streamer voice. Be like, yo, external, welcome to the stream. So bad. It's just not my vibe. I don't know. I keep on hitting summary. I'm almost done, guys. I promise. Ooh, chicken. I had that for lunch today. There's a place that's near my apartment that I swear, it's as close to my mom's chicken without it being my mom's chicken and slightly better with the coating. Don't tell her I said that. But it's really good. So I ended up having that for lunch. Since I'm still not feeling super great, I just haven't had the energy to do much. Streamer voice is so lame, TBH. Teehee. Yeah, it's not my vibe. I I don't know. I haven't really figured out like how I'm gonna like talk to people, but this is like really good practice. This is really good practice with people on the stream. Um, because I don't know. I'm definitely like, I feel like it's easier for me to talk online than it is in person. Because when I am in person, I get very anxious, believe it or not. So it's constantly just like, oh my gosh, like, did I say the right thing? Did I do this? Did I do that? And as many times as I can be like, stop, Lauren, no one actually cares, I still don't actually believe it, even if I tell myself it a million times. But I'm really happy that, like, over the last, like, honestly, over the last year, I've been kind of joining more communities and getting out there a little bit more. And honestly, I feel like a lot of that is really because I'm lucky enough to have, you know, like I have the funds to do like a train trip to New York City from here. So that's been really nice to be able to do and to see people in person and all that. I'm unfortunately very monotone. People say I sound like knockoff voice critical. Ah! Yeah, I'm sure it's not like that. I'm sure it's not the worst. It can't be that bad. Honestly, even if you are monotone, like there's nothing wrong with that either. I feel like not everyone's voice has to like go up and down sort of the way um like I generally I've been told I am too expressive at times, and I don't mean that in the sense of like how I talk, but like I will get very excited very easily. So like both at work and at home, I will be like, "Oh my gosh." And people will think it's like something like bad happened or something major happened, and I'll be like, "They announced this character for Pokemon Masters." Or, "Oh my gosh, like this card just got announced," or something like that. Or, "Oh my gosh, there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow." In my dreams, I guess, but yeah, I've been told that I do that too often, mainly by my mother. My voice tends to fluctuate. I like tuning into your streams, external, because I just feel like your energy is really infectious. I really admire that. I've watched the footage, they aren't wrong. Oh no! We really need a direct soon. We do. I think it's possible we don't actually wait until June. I think it's perfectly possible that maybe we get one next month in April. Um, or May, maybe May. I still can't get over knockoff monotone voice critical. I'm sorry, I should laugh. Your stream is filled with good vibes too, don't worry. Oh, that's so great to hear. Yeah, it's been really awesome for like a first stream. Um, I know I keep saying that, but I just like wasn't even expecting more than like one or two people. So yeah, this is great. Good practice, good vibes, good conversation. It's been a real pleasure to have you in chat, Tiki. Um, because this is the first time you and I have ever like talked. You might have commented on one of my videos, and I just like I had to stop checking comments at one point because I was just like getting so many. Oh, we are 1800. Let's go. Having 6 at your first stream is incredible. Yeah, I haven't even like put this in any Discord servers. Like normally, like for like a new video, I put it in at least like 3, maybe even 4 Discord servers in the self-promotion channel. This one I didn't. I was like, I don't know how rough this is going to be, so I didn't want to promote it too much. Yeah, 1800. Woo! And honestly, if James is still in the chat, um, I have gotten used to hearing myself because I still have for the purposes of this stream, I still have like the slight audio delay on so that I can hear myself. I've gotten used to it though, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up or not because I kind of prefer to hear, like, oh, like if I press my keyboard, you might be able to hear that, but like other things, like I can hear if you guys can hear that. So it's okay to laugh. Also, it's been fun talking here for me. I'm so glad. That makes me smile. The stream is a lot of fun. That also makes me very glad. It takes a little while to get used to it. Yeah. So, let's see. No shiny. Take another sip of water. My friends want me to stream, but my laptop runs like a potato. Yeah, honestly, I also have a laptop that so the audio that I recorded for the Pokemon Day video, I actually recorded on that laptop. And it was so funny because James was like, when I was talking to him about mics, I was like, I don't know what kind of mic to get. And he's like, well, the mic you have now sounds fine. And I was like, that's a laptop mic. Like, I can't realistically stream with it. So I got like the actual one, which actually was his recommendation. So thank you, James, for that, because it did get me right on the path for my first mic. And I'll probably be sticking with this for a while unless it like breaks. My PC is the same way, James. It's all about finding out what works. Potato PCs. What mic is it? It sounds way better than the one I have. It is a Solocast 2. James recommended the Solocast 1, and I was like, oh, they have a 2, and it comes with a built-in pop filter. I obviously, you can see I got one, regardless of if it had like a built-in one. But yeah, I'm glad that sounds okay, because I think your mic sounds pretty good. So if this one sounds better than that, we're doing well. But yeah, it's a Solocast 2, and then I have like a little, oh yeah, you can see it, the boom arm. I'll move it back down. So, boop. I always have like trouble like adjusting it though, like after the fact, if I move it. I'm also still getting used to like the positioning of the mic, like if I want it to be slightly lower or higher. If it sounds good though, good. The audio sounds really crisp. Yeah, I was originally, so it comes with a built-in stand, and I was originally going to just have it on my desk, but I tend to like knock on my desk a lot, so I thought that would pick up a lot of noise, so I ended up getting the arm just so I could avoid making like a ton of noise with that. Also, we're up to 7 people. That's crazy. Thanks for joining, guys. 7 of you decided to join to a test stream. That's crazy. But thank you. Also, 28 views. That's also crazy. I don't know. Sorry, I know I keep on saying, like, it's crazy, it's crazy. It's because I never expect things to actually, like, do okay, even. But I think that's a good mindset to have, in a way, because if I don't expect it to do well, then when it does do well, it's super special. But yeah, actually, I stole the little recording dot idea from your stream external, because I had that up before when I was setting up, I had your stream in the background. I didn't say anything in chat, but I did have it up. I promise. I was watching, or at least listening. And I was like, oh, that red dot, the live recording dot is probably a pretty good idea. So I ended up just choosing to steal that. Hehe. Well, we have officially done 100 resets for today. I'll probably be going for another like 40 minutes or so. I do want to play Among Us. Oh, it's so hard though, because I'm really having fun. And I don't really get a lot of days. Right now I'm in the day shift mindset. Because I'm on day shift. But I'm about to go on night shift tomorrow night. So I will be more tired the next time you see me. Because no matter what I do on night shift, I'm always tired. Night shift is really not for the weak. Like, it's really, really not. It's really hard. I say a lot. I don't know. I have to get used to not saying a lot. I did it again. Which I can't help it. I say like and a lot. Like, so much. It's not my fault. I just have a lot of filler and gaps in my brain. I hope not. When I was editing the podcast, I was like, oh, I say like a lot. Like a lot. And I think the only reason that I'm aware of it, like when I'm listening to myself, is that when I was in college and I was presenting my capstone, it wasn't even like my actual capstone, it was the proposal for it, which, if you don't know, capstones are like a thesis, right? So I was presenting my capstone, basically like prelim presentation, and my professor was like, you need to stop saying do you know how many times you said and I was like, So I am a little bit more cognizant of it than I was before. Just a little bit. As someone that has worked day and night shifts, my job has to give a good reward for me to work a night shift. Yeah, I get that. I'm a meteorologist, so unfortunately it just comes with the territory. I love my job. I love what I do. I'm very lucky that I get to do something that I've wanted to do my entire life. Even now, I had a friend ask me once, she was like, Lauren, like, if your content creator career ever took off, like, would you quit your job and become a full-time content creator? A, never expecting that to happen. B, I don't think I'd feel fulfilled if I left my job. I'm gonna be honest. It'd be really cool to, blow up as a content creator if that were to ever happen. Again, not expecting it to. But I don't think I could feel as fulfilled as I do doing my current work. I think there would have to be like something catastrophic that happened for me to leave my job. And if it happened that content creation was something I could fall back on, great. And if not, still a hobby. So yeah, but at my job we get an extra 10%, I think, for night shift, and then we get 15% for working Sundays. So I'm not working this Sunday, so I won't get that. Which is why I'm always like, one of my friends is like, oh, I have to work the weekend. I'm like, give those weekend days to me. Because I need money for things like video games and my many amiibo figures. Keeping a job would make you more relatable and humble in a way. I kind of agree with that. I think that's just it, right? Like, I am not the type of person that can stream 24/7. I think honestly the vast majority of people I know who are content creators, and like in the past like year I've actually come to know a lot of content creators. James, he's in here, check out his videos. um Not so shameless plug, but he's a really awesome friend. External also in here is also a content creator, awesome, great videos and live streams. Check out his content too. And you know, other people too in the community I've really come to know, and I know for sure that both people I mentioned have jobs. So it's it's kind of interesting, but I know a couple. I know a couple that are full-time content creators at this point, or have like very minor like side jobs. Um, but yeah, I think it's almost like I don't know what the term would be. Like understanding, I guess. Like it makes us more understanding of each other, that like it's just not realistic to be able to just churn content out. And I think even if you can do that, like it's good to pace yourself too. Yeah, James, of course. Your new video was really good too. I forgot to tell you that. I watched it, I think it was like last night. Um, I watched it and it was pretty good. It's a Mario Kart video with all the music and everything. I don't know, your videos are very like technical, which I really like, and I think there's a niche for it. It took a while, but I've only recently gotten a job. I hope I was relatable before that. You were relatable just by being yourself, honestly. Like, you were one of the first people that I was friends with in that server. Um, and it's so wild to think about, like, it was really funny too because you and I started talking and becoming friends, and then one of your videos showed up on my like For You page on like my home screen on YouTube, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, I know that person. Um and then I realized I had watched your videos before and I just didn't put it together. So yeah, it's really cool. Your videos are really cool. And then external, you do really awesome shorts. You pour a lot of energy into both your videos, your lives, and your shorts. You're very well rounded. Yeah, I've thought about maybe I've thought about like I would love to be able to do shorts, but I just am like, I'm really just video content and now I guess live stream only. I think if I ever did do shorts, I'd have to like hire someone to go through like stream highlights or something, like watch my stream and give me some shorts, please. And I don't think I'm very like, if I can do it myself, I'm going to. So I've never paid an editor. I've never paid someone for thumbnails. Every thumbnail on the channel is something I make with my own fingers and my own clicks. So, and it's not to say that there's not some really talented thumbnail artists out there. Like, it's its own niche, and I actually know personally someone who's worked with like a lot of bigger people in the Smash scene specifically. Like, I don't know, like, I just, like, happen to know, like, a lot of random people that end up, like... And that's kind of why I started taking content creation and, you know, YouTube in general a little bit more seriously. Because I realized I was, like, it's something I've always wanted to do, and something I've always wanted to work towards. And, like, the only person that can realistically make it happen for myself is me. So I was really the only person standing in my own way, and I was looking at people like, if they can do it, I can do it. So here we are. But I think too, that's why I'm just so go with the flow on everything. Like, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm doing this for my own entertainment and my own fun. If you guys find it entertaining, that's an added bonus. As an added bonus. But that's also kind of like extends into the like the shiny hunt too. Like I'm just doing it because I want to. If I get a shiny, I get a shiny. I will not stop until I get a shiny, but it's not like the worst in the world if I just happen to not. So, oh, we hit 30 views. That's pretty nifty. Oh, I think I just set the thing up. Yeah, it's not a shiny. I mod chat for two of my friends. It's unfortunate that they play and stream games that I'm not really interested in. So this stream is nice for me. I'm so glad. I'm glad I could like provide that to at least someone. Yeah, it was either gonna be this game or Pokopia. Um, so yeah, I do like more than Pokemon, but um, just a lot of what I do like is Pokemon. I was also maybe somewhere down the line just gonna start clearing out my backlog, but streaming while I do it because otherwise I feel like I won't do it. So, sometime in the future I'll probably do like a Tears of the Kingdom stream and just completely restart it because I never finished that game. I'm a fake Zelda fan apparently. I beat Breath of the Wild. I beat like every Zelda game outside of that one. It's not because it's a bad game. It's just that I was moving. I was just super busy. All this stuff going on. So I was in a very good spot back then either, like mentally. So playing games was kind of like on the back burner a lot of the time because I was just so busy with work and stuff, so I felt that way about Mario for a while. I tried to steer away from making videos specifically on Mario, but now it seems I've been doing quite a few. What? No. What? No. Never. Yeah, I'm really happy that the audio sounds decent too because like I'm just in like this open space. Although I am in a corner, so it's not like the worst, but it might bounce off the walls a little bit is what I'm trying to say. But originally I thought the camera angle would like go a little bit more to the other way. And so I had this Mimikyu set up just in case it like went like closer to the TV. Now I have to move that. I probably should move it back to the couch where it was earlier. But I just ended up changing the angle a little bit. Brave nature. Brave Squirtle like the Squirtle Squad. Yeah, it's cool that you mod chat though, going back to that Tiki, because I don't technically I am a mod for one of my one of my friends and I randomly discovered I was mod and I was like, why am I mod? I felt kind of bad. I was like, oops, I didn't realize I was a mod here. But I moderate in one like a bigger Pokemon TCG Discord. So that takes up some time as well. But it's kind of low key nowadays. Just kind of the way that's structured, but yeah, my thing is I probably won't mod anyone until I end up needing it. Because chat is pretty slow. But that's fine. It allows me to be able to keep up easier. I like being able to talk to people and actually interact instead of just chat flying by and me being like, whoa. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh are my main games. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, that's cool. I am interested in other games, but I find it hard to spend the money on other games. That's so fair. I feel like as my interests become more varied, it becomes harder to figure out where I want to spend my money. Like all this streaming stuff, like we got a tax return and I was like, now is the time. And then some unfortunate stuff happened, but I managed to figure out how to get the streaming stuff and still keep a budget, which is good. Always budget. We are big on budgeting. I'm big on budgeting at least. Like I buy a lot. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't. I buy a lot of Pokemon cards, I buy amiibo, I buy games, I buy equipment when I need it, but I also budget. So, oh, is that my sister that just logged on? I think it might be. She doesn't know I'm streaming, but I think, yeah, I think that's my sister. She just logged on. That's funny. Actually, her fiance is subbed to me, so there's like a non-zero chance that he just like pops up. I mod for free for my friends. Whoa. They are small streamers and I am good at filling chat with words and such. I can vouch for that. It has been a pleasure talking to you. I honestly wasn't expecting someone I didn't like know personally to pop up in chat, so that was really nice to see your name and be like, oh my gosh, this is someone I've never like talked to before. Like they have no obligation, no connection to me to have to like tune in or anything. Like I sent my stream to James because he was helping me with like figuring a couple things out, and I guess external had his notifications for me on, so he saw I was streaming before I could actually like, you know, um get my message to him. Actually, speaking of, I'm gonna Planet. um don't worry guys, Planet is friend and fellow co-host of the Nintendo Nook podcast. Happy birthday. I feel kind of weird that you're spending your birthday listening to me yap. You're probably only gonna be here for a minute, but tell Embla I say hi. Give me 1 second. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Never heard of you. Hmm. I don't know. I wonder who that person named Planet was that was messaging me earlier. Must have been the wind. I'm just checking in because you are cool beans, DBH. Thanks. Thanks. Actually, Planet, you don't even see my face too often. I think I've sent like you have a picture of me, but it's like not something that I send to you very often, and vice versa, obviously. Um, but yeah, woo. All right, will we get a shiny? We will not get a shiny. Honestly, time has like blown by. White. I am very white. I am painfully white. Uh I to the point that I only just this past year introduced jalapenos into my palate. I was too chicken to try jalapenos, and I just discovered that I like them like in the last 6 months. I'm the farthest thing from TechSmart, so I do most of my modding on my phone and can really and can, and can't really shout people out on ban people on Twitch. Yeah, I know, Planet. Sorry, I was laughing while I was reading your message, Tiki, because Planet. Yeah. Unfortunately, like I said, Planet, painfully white. But this I don't know. I'm French and Hungarian and Scottish. So, and there's like the only non-white part of me is like a little bit of Mongolian, and that's like heavy on the little bit. Back, had to run an errand and drop something off for someone. You're good. Also, no, you're good, Tiki. Yeah, I know how it is. I feel like I'm constantly making typos. Ah, here we go. No nickname. Happens. No shiny. Hey, Chi. Yeah, that starts at 8:30, right? I think. Also, thanks for tuning in. You didn't have to do that. I was gonna like stop soon because of Among Us. I'm the same way with typos, but for me it's mainly because I use speech to text. Yeah, I have a friend and oh, CJ's here too. What? Hi, CJ. What? Good luck catching one. Yeah, I'm not as far along as Chicken is, but I'm well on my way. Well on my way. Um, yeah, I didn't think anyone else from the server was actually in here. Sorry. Yeah, one of my friends, external, told me that I should not use, so with one of my friends, I just use, like, the recorder to send my voice if it's too long of a, like, clip. So I just record it, but she was like, you need to use text to speech instead, and I was like, okay. Random question, does your stream setup allow you to record audio from multiple tabs? Asking for no reason. Not yet. Actually, since Chi and CJ are in chat, I was trying to figure out how to stream Among Us, but I don't think I'll be able to today. But I'll definitely be in there for Among Us later. A successful Among Us lobby, those are hard to get nowadays. Actually true. There's just a bunch of us that have been playing in another server. And it's been like a regular thing. I think it started because like someone was streaming it, and now it's just like every like 2 weeks if sussy Among Us. Why you can't stream it? I probably could, but it's more so trying to figure out how to record my audio with OBS and then also being in the Discord call. I don't know if I could stream it directly to Discord, but I tried that last night with James and it was it was a little choppy. It was grainy. Creating multiple audio tracks is fairly easy. If I can figure it out, maybe I'll stream it. Because I am, like, having fun with it. I'm having fun streaming, so... Although I'll have to feed my cat soon. It's starting to get late. It's possible, but you need... Yeah, that's what I thought, James. So maybe I won't stream it for this time, but maybe for the next time. Oh, I have a wavelength that helps with that. I don't know what wavelength is. Is it like it links to Discord and Mugs and Repo are great games to shut myself off and hang out with my friends. Where is the Luna face cam? Where is she actually? I think she's in the bedroom. I think she's in the bedroom right now. Probably sleeping. We were trying to keep her awake because if she falls asleep during the day, she tends to be very active at night. And she's been very active at night lately. So yeah, I've never actually played Repo. I feel like that would be fun to play as like if I ever get like a couple people that want to play it, maybe I'll buy it. But I just have never had anyone to play with that game specifically. So comes with Elgato mic. It's a software that helps split audios. Oh, yeah, I don't have an Elgato mic. I have Solocast, which I think they have their own software. So maybe I could do something with that, but I don't know for sure. The animals tend to get a bit quirky at night. Yeah, Luna had the zoomies at like 3 o'clock in the morning last night, so that was fun. You can also make tracks in OBS. Oh. Let's see. Sorry, just responding to a text message. if I can figure out an OBS that might work. I wonder if I could. I've noticed that Chicken is able to like mute the Discord call, but it also mutes him from the call too. So I also get the zoomies at 3 a.m. Oh, hold on. But when I do it, it's not cute. It's destruction of property. Eek. No destruction of property on this channel. No shiny. Repo is fun, but it's better with mods. I didn't even know Repo had mods. So. Oh gosh, 10 people. Wait, is that right? Hold on. That's crazy. 10 viewers? Wow. Thanks for tuning in. It says 10 on my YouTube, like how I have it on monitoring. And then on my live control panel on OBS, it actually says 9. So it's somewhere in the 9 to 10 range. So that's still pretty cool. The deafen button on Discord will do that. It's the okay. We're here at Lauren do not we here at Lauren do not condone property damage unless it's funny. Well, that's still really good. Yeah. Oh gosh, now it says 11 on OBS. That's crazy. Okay. I should probably stop saying that's so crazy, but I don't know. I've given the same spiel like 3 times. It's honestly, I guess there's. Hold on, now I'm gonna check something real quick. I'm gonna check something real quick. Just really quick. Just so fast, so quick. Okay, now we're good. Oh, I see Chi and CJ are in the... I didn't even realize there was a VC going on in the server. I looked up your mic. There is a software that... Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I didn't realize that there was like a VC going on in the server. Otherwise, I might have stopped and joined it. I'll probably get off in like 20 minutes and join the VC. Naughty nature. I'm double checking. Yeah, so it's the HyperX Solocast 2. I had to do it. I wish Among Us would upgrade to have proximity chat without needing a mod. Yeah, honestly, I've never used proximity chat because I've never modded Among Us. I've never modded a game in general, to be completely honest. I've never modded a game in general. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. The one it's gonna, oh my god. It's gonna totally out me as a nerd. The only time I have ever modded a game was to mod Fire Emblem. Oh gosh, which one was it? I think it was Fire Emblem Thracia. I modded it so that was the English like translation, unofficial English translation. That is the only time I have managed to do that because I really wanted to play it. I think I did it for 7.7. No, Thracia 7.7.6. Yeah. So that was the right one. Oh, I just got an interesting text message. Proximity chat makes the game really fun and takes away the pain of meeting and streaming. Yeah, CJ, really do hope that is a future update. Sorry, I'm like used to being able to just like look real quickly and catch up on chat. Modded Mario Kart is peak. I saw that someone in Chicken's server was doing modded Smash. I think it was JT. And that was pretty cool. I think we should We should have more Smash characters. Which shameless plug for the podcast. It'll be going up probably in the next couple days. If I am particularly speedy, maybe tomorrow. But we go over some Smash characters we would add if it were up to us. So stay tuned for that. Adamant nature. Adamant like Adamin from Pokemon Legends Arceus. When people first made mods for Among Us, it was added years later. Yeah, you showed me this. Takes away the pain of meeting and unmeeting. Yeah, I feel like that would be really fun. I know right now we just do like the deafen and undeafen structure of things. My co-host is actually Planet. I podcast for fun. Yeah, so Planet, in chat right now is my co-host. We've been doing it for a long time at this point. I'm just, I was gonna swear, maybe I shouldn't swear on stream. I'm really bad at editing on time. So we've recorded stuff and I just never edit it and then it slips into obscurity. That's my bad. Sorry, Planet. I know you've recorded like 3 podcasts that are never gonna see the light of day because of that. Sorry. Now at least I have an external hard drive, so that makes like actually storing the podcast easier, and a couple other things too. You say this, I know, but I feel weird about like swearing on stream. If I was like in VC, that's like a different thing. The new Among Us maps are huge. It was really hard to navigate the airship and the fungal, but the game is still really fun with the right people. Yeah, yep. As long as I can get a word in, we're good to go. Let me report the body, we're good to go. Reporting bodies is very important in Among Us. Yeah, but the fungal is huge. I'm still getting used to that map. And I remember one time someone thought I was the imposter because I just straight up did not know what I was doing. I was like, I don't have a good excuse here. I just don't know the map. I haven't played Among Us in years. Hey, if you want to, like, in, I don't know, like 15, 25 minutes, you could. I have never heard you that one time in Mario Party. I do not remember almost calling you that, to be clear. Oh my gosh. I'm probably heading to the bed soon. Yeah, you should get some rest if you need to. I'm very good. I do not say, swears, I promise. I'm a good noodle. That's so real. I just played it the other day with my friends and got voted out because I ran past. Yeah, no, someone. I don't remember that. I'm sorry. I probably did not realize. I was probably really mad, and I don't think Lauren in her right mind would do that. Oh, you have heard me crash out, like, unironically, Planet. Oh no, don't rage bait me. Although, to be honest, like, I don't really I get mad over things I can't control. Which is a lot of things, but I typically try my best not to crash out. I try to. I try my best. I'd be terrified. Yeah, external. I don't think you've seen me crash out either. I think even over text I haven't crashed out on you just yet. I don't mean like at you, like about you. I mean like at you, like about something else. Yet. Western Massachusetts is good though. We love Western Massachusetts. That's my home. Although I'm not there right now and I haven't lived there full time in 5 years, but it's still my home. I get mad at honestly, the repetitive stuff is so real. I like in real life, if there was like something that's just like repeatedly happening, I'll start to get mad. And it's not like it's just like, oh my gosh, like why does this keep happening? Like, ah. Love Western Mass so much you left. Look, unfortunately, job prospects in Western Mass in my field are not plentiful unless you're in broadcast, which is sad. I'm sure it's kind of like that out where you are though too, right? I remember when I went out there my junior year of high school, um, it was like they had like a bunch of signs up that they were hiring like everywhere. Not plentiful because it sucks. No. Yeah, that makes sense, Planet. Is North Dakota is a smaller state compared to where you are, right? I think. Unfortunately, I only know that like Wyoming and Vermont are like the tiniest. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that it's Oklahoma. Yeah. I've never been to Oklahoma. I have friends that have because they've storm chased. I am too nervous to storm chase. One of my friends had a really bad experience and I'm like, I don't ever want to deal with that. Yes, you can say I'm from South Dakota. I say it all the time. I just want to make sure. I don't want to like accidentally dox someone. Yeah, because I mean, DC statehood when, but like, yeah, that tracks because DC is tiny, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Like I can get on the metro where I am and end up in Virginia in like an hour and just get all the way through DC. I don't have your address. Like even if I wanted to dox you, I don't think I actually have your address. I know what town you live or lived in. Technically live, but also lived because now you live with your girlfriend a lot of the time, I think, but oh, no way, you're from Oklahoma. That's awesome. I imagine that's a lot of anxiety though. I know Planet has talked about that too, with being in Tornado Alley. I live in your walls. I'm not looking behind me. Because I can see behind me. I can see behind me and I know that there's no one, no one in my walls. I'm going to check again. I see, yeah, people are still in VC. My dad showed me The Wizard of Oz when I was like 4 and gave me lifelong weather anxiety. How many resets have you done today? I am about to hit 150 resets. I now understand the struggles of resetting and streaming because I keep getting distracted and either I miss a count or I forget to count or I fumble the reset. So, but yeah, it's about 150. 1855 will be 150. There was a tornado that was right down the street from me last season. We are currently, yeah, fire season. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, luckily growing up we didn't deal with that too much. What we did deal with was back in 2011 we had kind of 2011 was crazy in Massachusetts weather-wise because in June we had a tornado. Then we had I think it was Irene. Irene went up and caused a bunch of flooding in August. So June tornado in Springfield. Um, I'm not from the Springfield area technically. I was raised more so closer to Northampton, kind of still middle of nowhere, so no one actually knows where it is. So I always just say Northampton. And then yeah, the Irene happened, and then we had Snowtober. So we got like a foot and a half of snow on October 30th, 2011, and that was a lot. At least you haven't skipped the shiny yet. Oh, you know, two people that have, that's a bummer. I don't think I've skipped a shiny. I don't think I have. I remember Hurricane Irene. Yeah, because that impacted you guys too, I think, where you are. I think it was Irene and Sandy that both impacted where you are, external. I'd much rather deal with tornadoes and fires than hurricanes. Yeah. Hurricanes are intense because they can really cause all forms of weather. Like, because of the nature of a hurricane. Sorry, I'm about to geek out. Because of the nature of a hurricane, you get a lot of like mesovorticities, and because of that, like, oh gosh, I hit the mic again. Like revolving around the center, you tend to get tornadoes within some quadrants. Some quadrants are worse than others, believe it or not, when it comes to tornadoes. But yeah, flooding. Actually, most deaths from hurricanes actually come from like storm surge and flooding. It's the water, it's not the wind that will cause, you know, loss of life. Which, sorry, shameless meteorologist weather mention of the stream. It was so weird for me seeing snow in October. It so is. I really miss that too, because being down here, we don't get a lot of snow, so I really miss snow. It was snowing this year. It was snowy this year in the DC area, but we were still somehow below average, which feels weird. Both Bulbasaur. Oh, that's a bummer. Wait, was one of them Kieran? Because I think I remember Kieran mentioning that she had skipped a shiny Bulbasaur by accident. Hurricanes, you have time to leave at least. Bisexual nerd playing Pokemon? No. What? No. What? No. 2013 was probably the scariest year in terms of tornadoes here. Yeah, it's really interesting because if you look at the total, I keep on resetting to the start screen, sorry. If you look at the total tornadoes like year by year, there's actually some kind of shift sort of happening where the traditional tornado alley is getting a little less activity, and kind of the secondary alley is kind of forming in like the Mississippi, Alabama, that kind of area. I think it's technically known as Dixie Alley, but I don't know if that's technically like the correct term. But generally in that area, there's been an uptick in tornadoes, so it's really interesting. Yeah, it was her and another streamer I know. It's yeah. More will continue to be spited until morale improves. Or more. That was bad. Both times, or all the times, I should say. Yeah. Oklahoma is getting a little bit of a break. All right, I'm going to um give chat a 8-minute warning that I will be stopping stream at like 8:25. And someone from Chicken Server needs to yell at me if they're still in chat, because I really do want to play Among Us. Okay, well, that's not why I meant. I was like, oh, you were originally from Moore. Wow. That's crazy. I can't even imagine that. Your old house still hasn't been. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, thank you, CJ. Are they gonna start early then? Or. I do see that starting. Who else is in chat? I see Chicken, I see CJ, I see JT, Kieran, and Chi. CJ, just let them know I'll be wrapping up and joining momentarily. If they wanna start early, that's fine too. I just am finishing up. This was a successful test stream. Test stream though, guys. I again just wasn't expecting things to. I don't want to say pop off because for me it's a pop off. For other streamers it's not, but for me, for me it's a pop off. You won't see me because I'm a ghost and not real. Oh. No shiny yet. Oh, I guess that's a good point, Tiki. Yeah, you'd kind of think after the first couple times, maybe we wouldn't rebuild. We will not rebuild. Have you seen the original Looper design? I have. It's super cute. I'm actually, me and Planet are actually friends with someone who was doing a lot of the posting during that time. And I still really like the beta cast forms. I like the cast form we got more, but marketable plushie wise, the beta cast forms are really fun, really funny and cute. I think is a good term for that. All right, couple more minutes and I'll be signing off. Maybe the next time Among Us happens, I'll just stream that too. As long as I can make it, I'll say, because going on night shifts, my schedule just dramatically changes in terms of availability. So the next time you stream will probably be in the morning hours. It might even be as early as 8 a.m. if I'm feeling particularly awake. Because that's just generally when I am awake for my night shifts. So I work generally from 8 p.m. to 5 or 5:30 a.m. And then I get off of work and I typically will have some breakfast. And then I stay awake until 11 a.m. or 12 or 11 a.m. 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. There we go. But I will also be looking for Pokemon Center restocks, so it'll help me stay awake for that. They should have made Shiny Garchomp look like it's beta, and that sounds exhausting. Yeah, the beta Shiny Garchomp was really cool. I'm not a big fan of when Shinies just slightly change the colors. Even if I had to pick my favorite Shiny from the Kanto starters, Squirtle would rank at the bottom. I'm hunting it because I love Squirtle. That is my favorite Kanto starter. So nothing. Whoa, crowd! What the heck? Where did you come from? Wrong! What? Good to see you. Did Planet send you the stream? Or did you just see it in your sub feed? You just came out of nowhere. I was talking about you 5 minutes ago. Yeah, Tiki, definitely get some rest. That's important. I know James logged off the stream because he needs to rest for his work. Yeah, no. Crown, I was just talking about you. I was just talking about how you were posting a lot of the Pokemon leaks when that was happening. Also, Bulbasaur is very cute. But yeah. Gosh, you guys start work so early. I complain about night shift, but I think I prefer that to waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, after this reset, I will probably start to wrap up. The Great Crown DMCA thread. It's crazy. Ending on a naughty nature Squirtle. That's that for now. Alright. We did 1,800, well, we got to 1,862 encounters, which means if my math is correct, oh gosh, I have to do math. We did 167 resets during the stream today. I wake up early to have some time for work. Naughty nature of Squirtle. Math is fun, not... Yeah, for someone who had to take, like, Diffie Q and Calc 1, 2, and 3, I'm not very good at math. I'm really not. 6, 7. Oh, no. Alright, well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I really hope you all get some rest, especially those who have to be up super early for work. Thank you very much for tuning in despite that. I know it's not easy. Planet is now spamming 6, 7 in chat. Am I gonna... No, I won't ban him. That's mean. He's my podcast host. My co-host. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Tiki. Nice to see you external. I look forward to your streams. I'll probably pop one on while I'm at work. Just to have someone in the background. But yeah, alright, awesome. Well, I am going to log off. You guys have been awesome. I kind of can't believe that we got to almost 50 views on my first stream, so woo! Alright. Alright, well, get that clout! No! No. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm not good at logging off. I really have to though, because Among Us is starting. Alright, have a good night, sleep well, eat well, hydrate, and don't dehydrate. I'll see you guys later.